Hello once again, YouTube. This is Blackheartzero, Deviantart's own Underground Song Critic, and today I'm putting out a recommendation for a good Sonic fan work. Hold on to your butts because things are about to get awesome. This is Nazo Unleashed.
If you actually believe your super form will stop me, then you are more naive than I thought.
Holy Mary, Mother of Azathoth! I friggin' love this animation! Created by CHAKRA-X'S from Newgrounds, this series of flash videos tells the story of Nazo, a mysterious silver hedgehog that appeared once in an early trailer for Sonic X and was never brought up again. Who was he? What was he? We may never know, but CHAKRA-X'S had an idea of what he was, and what he did with that mystery hedgehog was glorious! That said, as a group on YouTube who are much funnier than me put it, nothing is without sin. And watching this again, the chinks in the armor begin to show. Don't get me wrong, this is still a very good series, but I wouldn't be doing my duty if I didn't point out its flaws. So, let's not waste any more time, let's dive right on in. Skipping all the disclaimer bullcrap, the opening says this video celebrates the 15th anniversary of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Because, as we all know, 2006 is a great year for the blue blur. The Chaos Emeralds possess both positive and negative qualities. When the negativity becomes too great, the being that is Nazo is said to be born from the darkness, unleashing its wrath upon the world. Light alone cannot shine in this darkness. It is not until the light and the shadow unite to rid the world of the new darkness. You're getting your wires crossed, story. This is Sonic the Hedgehog, not Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, we open with Knuckles contemplating his duty of safeguarding the Master Emerald and the budding existential crisis that comes with it. And I can tell ya, I know that feeling!
Don't know why I was given this job, why it was my fate. Destined to be here forever.
But the soul-crushing nihilistic nightmare that has become his life will have to wait, because we got a villain to introduce!
Huh? Who are you?
I'll tell you who he is, buddy. The most ridiculous Sonic character I've seen yet. Not counting recolors. And this is the internet, so you know I don't use that term lightly. I mean, I get he's supposed to be entirely silver, but what's with the bright red and blue shoes? So that when you crush this pitiful earth underfoot, the last thing it sees before it dies will be pretty? It's like, yeah, he's the universal cosmic destroyer, but it's gotta be Casual Friday somewhere. Anyway, the silver pincushion and clown shoes teleports away without a word, taking the Master Emerald with him. And trust me on this, that's as silent as Nazo ever gets. You'll see what I mean later on in this thing. You're gonna love it.
Starting to happen. Without the Master Emerald's power, this whole island will fall into the ocean.
Speaking of, well, speaking, I'm sure you've caught on to this by now, but most of the characters in this animation aren't actually voiced. It's all pre-recorded bits of dialogue from a handful of Sonic games from back when Sonic fan voice messiah Ryan Drummond voiced the Blue Blur. Say what you will about Jason Griffith or Roger Craig Smith, but at least they never made me want to throttle the life out of an imaginary blue hedgehog man. I'm not saying he's a bad VO, but he has his moments.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Alright! Our next adventure awaits us, so there's no time to waste! Yeah! We're Sonic Heroes!
Shadow, I understand. You're unstoppable. Let's destroy this creature now! Everyone is waiting for us back on Earth!
Ah!
But yeah, the only exceptions to this are this reporter chick.
Explosion engulfed the city. Right before the explosion took place, a distress call from a jewelry store claiming...
And Nazo himself, who are both fully voiced. And boy, oh boy, does Nazo love that fact. But Nazo's true defining moment is still a long ways away, so let's move on. Anyway, Nazo begins his search for the Chaos Emeralds, killing anyone in his wake. It doesn't take long for Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow to pick up on his scent though, and the four begin their respective hunts for the Chrome Menace. When Sonic and his friends find both Nazo and the squirreled away emeralds, Knuckles manages to get first blood, but didn't count on Nazo's ability to regenerate, and promptly catches the next bitch slap out of the fight. Sonic fares a bit better, playing a more evasive strategy against Nazo's more Daka fighting style, but Nazo gains the upper hand with the Sonic franchise's favorite plot device.
Catch me if you can!
Chaos Control!
He can use Chaos Control!
So Nazo and his dumbass shoes quickly gain the upper hand, but thankfully for Sonic, Shadow arrives fashionably late and proceeds to school the Grey Terror for about 2 seconds before he eats Elbow. Oh, and Nazo now has all the rocks. Nice job breaking it, anti-hero! But as Nazo turns his attention back to Sonic, Tails swoops in and blasts Nazo in the back with that Mega Buster thing he always seems to have in stories like this. Needless to say, it didn't help things much.
Tails!
Sonic!
Oh man, that was just what the doctor ordered. When I saw this part, I just had to replay that scene over and over. The timing, the reaction, everything made this couple of seconds utterly hilarious to me. Look, I don't harbor any ill will towards Mr. Prower or really any Sonic character, good or bad, but darn it, I gotta see that again.
Sonic!
I'm a horrible person. So with Sonic's friends seemingly out for the count, Sonic straight up loses his mind and transforms into that dark super form everyone on Deviantart goes nuts for some reason. And he straight up dominates Nazo for all of one punch before he snaps out of it thanks to a vision of Tails.
Sonic!
Which reminds me, can I see Tails eat laser one more? Yes! Oh, that scene is just true happiness. Okay, sanity recovered. Sonic takes the Chaos Emeralds, with his telekinesis apparently, and goes Super Saiyan, just in time for Nazo to teleport back from where Dark Sonic's punch sent him. And with that, the battle begins.
Supersonic, if I recall.
Did I mention how I love the battle scenes in this story yet? They're both very well executed and half-assed, all at the same time. It's like, most of the time it's very impressive, fast-paced, and fun. And then sometimes it's, sweet merciful frig, Sonic! What happened to your hand? Yeah, if you haven't caught on yet, and how haven't you until now, this animation borrows heavily from Dragon Ball Z. And honestly, in all accounts, it kinda works. For the time when this was made, almost every Sonic animation was doing that at the time anyway. And as Spoonie once said, if you have to rip off something that doesn't suck. For instance, my show borrows heavily from this guy.
Ugh, somebody call 911, because I was robbed.
What that says about me, I rather not know. Anyway, Sonic gets knocked out, so Shadow, powered up into super form, takes his place, and he manages to put Nazo on the ropes.
Chaos?
Nah, I'm lying. He really isn't winning against the unkillable Nazo. Nice thought, but it ain't Christmas.
Shadow, chill out!
Getting serious, eh?
Come on, this is nothing!
Shall we get going?
Blast away!
So Sonic rejoins the fight and the two proceed to actually overwhelm Nazo. Of course they do. The prologue pretty much spoiled that only the combined efforts of those two can defeat him. After the mother of all drop kicks, Sonic and Shadow celebrate in a job well done. Oh yeah, Tails and Knuckles might be dead, but yay, A-rank! Oh, of course they aren't dead. If you seriously thought they'd be killed off for real, then let me be the first to say this. Welcome to the magical land of non-retarded storytelling. Speaking of people who ain't dead, yeah, you guessed it.
He's got the emerald!
What?
So Nazo gets away in all the confusion and whisks his stolen goods back to Angel Island, which rises back into the sky, signifying that the Master Emerald is back in its rightful place. Which begs the question, if Nazo didn't need the Master Emerald moved at all for his plan to work, then why on earth did he have to take the big stupid rock off Angel Island in the first frigging place? But it doesn't matter now. With their resolve stronger than ever, our heroes set out to give Nazo the business once and for all.
We'll show that creep the real power of chaos control! Ah!
So the four take off for the floating island as we move into our final act. And a quick word of warning, this is where Nazo reaches boar's head levels of ham. The whole time up until now, Nazo has been mostly a quiet and stoic character. But now with his master plan so close to completion, just listen to this loon.
You're too late, Sonic. I have all the emeralds and the altar. With these elements, I will...
Wait. He did need the altar? Oh my god, I thought he just set that up to have this whole dramatic ascension to godhood moment. That metallic-hued moron didn't need to move the Master Emerald at all. Screw it. Let's just see what he wants to do.
Every time this pathetic planet has drawn out negativity of the emeralds, I began to form, until it was too much for the emeralds to suppress.
So basically you're Omega Shenron from Dragon Ball GT? I know, I'm sorry, no more Dragon Ball comparisons.
The 7 Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald, I will go beyond the strength of a god. Perfect chaos is nothing compared to me.
You heard the man.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
So with Nazo finishing his ultimatum, Sonic and his friends do what any Dragon Ball protagonist would do at a time like this. Sit still and patiently wait until the villain has finished transforming. Okay, last one, I swear.
At last, my transformation is complete.
What on earth is wrong with his voice? It sounds like he just ate an entire cigarette factory. Oh god, he finally started monologuing and he's gonna go through the rest of the story sounding like this. Just friggin' magical.
Think you are,
Okay, Sonic just went super unassisted. Now I'm truly convinced that the story's just screwing with me.
Hey, come on now.
So Sonic goes up against Perfect Cell, no use hiding it now, but gets wrecked. Since the big message of the story is about teamwork. So it looks like it's Shadow's turn to get a black and yellow shoe up his... The situation doesn't look good, but Shadow has not yet begun to fight. The kid gloves have officially come off.
There's something wrong with Shadow.
Shadow, have you lost your mind?
That's going too far.
Why are you guys so scared of Shadow's full power? It's not like he loses his mind in this state. He didn't in Sonic 06, and I can't believe I had to bring up Sonic 06 twice in a review. Screw it, I don't care. Go ahead and be terrified. But Shadow, I understand. You're unstoppable. Let's destroy this creature now. Shadow manages to catch Nazo in a Chaos Blast at point-blank range, but as he probably knows by now, that won't be enough to finish Nazo off, so he... Wait, you put your inhibitor rings back on? Why on Mobius would you ever put your frigging inhibitor rings back on? That was the only way you could fight Nazo on equal terms! What the frig is wrong with you?
Just, who are you?
I'm the ultimate life form.
Well, Chakra either made his villain too powerful or the hero's too stupid. Either way, it looks like everything's frigged.
We can't let him get away with this, can we?
Even my attacks are useless. I can't believe that bastard.
You heard the red man. It'll take a miracle to beat Nazo now. Speaking of miracles, I wonder how Sonic and Shadow are doing on that.
The servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos.
If you're wondering why getting their crap beaten in reminded Sonic and Shadow of Tikal's prayer, then congratulations, you're exactly as confused as I am right now. But whatever happened, it seemed to do the trick. With absolutely no explanation on how, Sonic and Shadow call out to the emeralds, which grow into their super emerald size, and the two hedgehogs emerge from the rubble in hyper form.
You actually thought you could defeat me by transforming into a monster?
But they ain't done yet. It's time to take the phrase "unify the chaos" to its next logical extreme. Okay, stop. First of all, how was this possible? Isn't chaos control mainly time-space teleportation? I mean, you could argue they used chaos control to teleport to the exact same spot to achieve fusion, but that explanation is so unbelievably stupid it would no doubt break me. But screw it, the Chaos Emeralds mainly serve as a free pass for the cast in this series to do whatever the frig they want anyway. So point is, we finally have our climax! Perfect Nazo versus... I didn't catch your name. Who are you?
Shed!
Shed?
Shed!
Chad?
Shed!
Jet?
Shed!
Can you speak up? I can barely hear you over your own theme music!
Shattuck.
Oh, Shattuck! I could barely hear that. Thanks, Nazo. But enough about him. Let's finally try to kill you! If you haven't guessed yet, most of this last bit is just one big fight scene, and it is really awesome, and I don't really want to talk over it too much. But I will try to provide some commentary just to break the silence. The rainbow, Nazo! Taste it! I wonder how this would have panned out if Sonic and Shadow stayed separate and just double-teamed Nazo in their hyper forms. Talk about missed opportunities.
Chaos!
Oh no, the jury's out on whether or not Chaos Wind deserved an ah! Don't go too crazy on the moon, you two. Azura and August still have a fight reservation there. So yeah, that was all kinds of stupid fun, but we got more talky bits now. Time for Nazo's voice actor to bust his chops some more.
Well, you two aren't as easy to kill as I thought.
My chest feels like it's on fire. I gotta cut back on the Pall Malls.
I don't know how you pulled off that unification trick with chaos control, but I must admit, it was highly impressive.
Yeah, I'm still scratching my head about that nonsense.
But tell me, Hyper Shattuck, how many rings do you have left after that little transformation?
I feel you, Shattuck. It's always so hard to keep track of that. Nazo also admires Shattuck's ability to transform the Chaos Emeralds into their super forms. Mainly because now he can pull even more negative energy out of the rocks to power himself up even further. Whoops!
Understand this, Shattuck, Tails, Knuckles. All of you combined could not match the amount of chaos energy that I now possess.
Don't give them any ideas, man. Zero the Artificial Hedgehog already shown us all the dangers of too much fusion.
I want to say I got it.
Now, before everything on Earth is obliterated, I will leave you with my final explanation.
No, you heard him. You're running out of rings. We got no time for this. Take him out now.
You see...
Come on, you know full well he's running down the clock. Forget learning his motives and beat him up. Oh my god. If you're wondering, Nazo says that as a being of pure energy, his only incentive is to amass all the energy in the universe. But he knows the Master Emerald, whose power level is at infinity or whatever, will always be more powerful than him. So he wants to blow everything up so the Master Emerald will be destroyed in such a way that it can never be recovered.
I will not be damned to eternal subordination towards that rock.
No way!
You are annoyingly stubborn. So, let's see how many rings you have left to stop this.
And with that, the final stand begins. Dangerously low on both rings and time, Shattuck will have to put every last bit of power he has left to push back Nazo's ultimate planet-busting attack. Or he can pull this bullcrap. Yep, it turns out Shattuck was never in any danger of running out of rings. It still feels unbelievably cheap though, I gotta tell ya. Seeing all of this transpire, Sonic's friends, enemies, and everyone else on Earth, or Mobius, wherever this is, almost instinctively realize their hero is gonna need all the help he can get for this, so they hand up to Shattuck whatever bus fare they have on him at the moment. You know, Shattuck, there's times like this when you gotta take a step back and wonder, just how on earth did we get to this moment? Things start looking bad for Shattuck until Tails and Knuckles remember that they're still in this story and power up to help their friend. Or the thing that fused from their friend and some other guy that doesn't really like them very much. You get the point! Hey, how you doing? Hey, Tails, can we talk about this? No time! Plan now! So with his concentration broken by a pink Knuckles to the face, Nazo is caught in Shattuck's attack and obliterated. But a telltale purple vortex in the sky shows that the battle is not over yet.
Shattuck! Chaos Control!
What? I'm still alive?
Oh, Nazo. What will it take to permanently kill you? Oh.
Those emeralds proved more useful than I thought. Damn. I suppose I'll just have to try to destroy the Earth again.
My God, listen to how annoyed he is about all this. It's like this has just become a chore for him. Well, if I have to, I guess it's either destroy the planet or my entire weekend is over. Shattuck teleports into the void, Super Emeralds in tow, and proceeds to depower and vaporize Nazo once and for all. Unless you count Sunshine the Fox's Return of Nazo as canon. What do I think of Return of Nazo, you ask? Well, to put it shortly, no voice acting, kind of a downer, but understood since this isn't the same guy making it. What will it take to kill Nazo? Cyber Nazo looks stupid. Why couldn't he just regenerate his lost bits? Why is Eggman helping Nazo? I thought he knew Nazo wanted to destroy the planet. Why does the enemy of the planet look so cute? I never thought they could recapture the magic of Sonic. But they did! This ultimately lacks the weight Nazo Unleashed had. I know it isn't the same creator, but it still bugs me. You couldn't at least make the camera shake a little to simulate heavy impacts? Oh, well, there we go. But why wasn't it anywhere in that last fight scene? I could go on, but this ain't even done yet, and I'm not a complete monster. Besides, it's kind of a policy. One crazy awesome thing per review.
I will not let this happen. I've had enough.
Give me your face.
No! You can't be doing this!
Shut it! And with that, the day is won. The vortex is destroyed, the Earth, Mobius, whatever, is saved, and our heroes celebrate their fresh kill. That last bit sounded weird. If the Sonado community ever hears of this, I will eat your limbs. And so the Earth was saved once again, because her heroes will always be there to defend. Hey, Rhymy, did you write that last bit? You know I had no part in this. Don't involve me in your madness. Fair enough. And that concludes Nazo Unleashed, aka the thing that CHAKRA-X will never live down. And honestly, that's not a bad thing at all, because this story still holds up extremely well. Despite all the crap I gave it here and there, this is still an amazing animation. The animations may be wonky at times, and the story may just be an excuse for more fighting, but this thing still has its fans, and it still is fun as all hell to watch. Final verdict, if you haven't seen it yet, then why the frig are you still here? Forget my insignificant little video and go watch it! Seriously, it is frigging awesome! Well, anyway, that's my second ever YouTube review. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, this is Blackheartzero, the Underground Song Critic, signing out.
Great. You're both out? And you're fused again? Why? Fusion is just a cheap tactic to make weak gems stronger. Quit embarrassing yourselves. I've seen what you really are.
No, you haven't.